Hey y'all, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make clear and frosty flower jars. So I'll be testing Elmer's glue and Mod Podge for all of these, and we're just using some dried pressed flowers from Amazon. So for the first one, I'm doing some clear Elmer's glue, and I'm just brushing that on with a regular paintbrush. And as far as picking up your flowers, you can just usually dab them with your paintbrush and just press them directly onto the jar on top of that glue. And then you're going to start from the center of your flower and just brush outwards onto each petal until you've sealed the entire flower. And you don't have to be super heavy with this. You can just do a thin layer onto your glass and then do a thin layer over top of your flower. The glue is pretty thick, and I didn't water mine down at all because I wanted to test it straight out of the bottle. And once you've added all of your flowers, you're just going to let that sit and dry for a few hours. So this is how mine looked after it dried, and as a little spoiler alert, Elmer's clear glue does work the best as far as achieving that clear glass look. And for our next jar, we're going to be using Gloss Mod Podge, and to be fair, mine is super old, y'all. I've had this for like 2 years, so it's really thick. And if you notice, I did have a little glue left there where the label was on the jar, and we're just going to cover that with the flour. It really does not affect the look later on. But you'll see it starts off as like a white color, and you might be a little worried that it's not going to dry clear, but I promise you it does dry clear. You do just have to be patient with this and let this air dry. If you try to rush it by blow drying it or anything like that, it usually will not dry properly and will leave that build-up look around your flowers. Because my Mod Podge is old and thick, it does leave some clear, kind of noticeable brush strokes later on when it's dry. You could water it down if you wanted to, but I typically don't mind that look. I kind of like it. It gives it kind of like an aged glass look. So I don't worry too much about that. It's just all in your preference. So this is how mine looks once it's completely dry. So it's still really pretty even with the brush strokes, and it's even prettier with the fairy lights. So now we're going to create the frosty look using white Elmer's glue and matte Mod Podge. So again, I'm just using flowers from Amazon and just a regular paintbrush, and I'm just doing a thin layer of my matte Mod Podge. So we'll be doing the same process with this, just sticking our flower right onto that Mod Podge and then just painting over it. Now it is always easier to do this with thin flowers, but sometimes you may have thicker flowers like this one. So if you do want to use those, you do have to work with them a little extra. I usually just steadily brush over the edges on each corner until it sticks to the jar. Sometimes you have to give it a little extra time and let it dry a little bit to become tacky and then brush over it again. So because this Mod Podge is brand new, it's a lot thinner, it's easier to work with and brush it out. I do still have a little buildup around my flowers. It does take a little extra time for that to dry, but it does eventually dry as it should. This is one of those projects you just have to be patient with. You kind of have to just forget about it, set it aside for a little bit, and give it a couple of hours to dry. And if you check on it in a few hours and it still has some white edges or anything, I would leave it for a full 24 hours. So this is how mine looked after I added all of my flowers. And this is how it looked about an hour later. So I do still have some white around some of my flowers, but that does eventually dry fully later on. So now we're going to move on to the final test, y'all. This is the white Elmer's glue. This one is honestly my favorite. Aside from the clear Elmer's glue, that one did surprisingly well as well. But again, we're just following the same process of attaching our flowers, just doing a thin layer on the jar, pressing your flower on that, and then sealing over it with your glue. I will say this one's a little more challenging to work with though, because it is a lot stickier, so it doesn't really want to let go of your brush. Sometimes it'll just pull your flower up or may even rip your flower. So you just have to be kind of gentle with it. It's a lot harder, of course, if you're using thicker flowers like I'm doing right here. So I had to just continuously brush over the edges, let it get a little tacky, and then brush over them again. And this is the one that I ended up ripping. You may be able to just stick it right back in its place, but I just take another flower and just cover that right up, so it's not a big deal. And this one was a lot faster with drying. It only took about an hour and a half for it to fully dry. So this is how mine looked once it's completely dry, and how it looks with the lights. I just think it's so pretty. But let me know which one of these you like best and if you plan on giving this a try. And thank you so much for watching.